Hello, guys. How are you? I am Daniela, and one thing I noticed in my analytics is that a lot of you guys are British. The United Kingdom is usually the people that like and see my videos the most. So I thought it would be fun to connect. And one thing I love, one of my favorite exports from England is Doctor Who. I am, in fact, Whovian. Just the fact that I know the name should let you guys know how, I don't want to say obsessed, but how engaged I am with the Doctor Who fandom. And the new season just came out, the second season with Shooty. So I saw the episode and I thought it would be cool to review it. I don't even know if this is really going to be a review with recap with my thoughts. Um, I have watched all of Doctor Who, which is kind of unhinged, and yes, I'm including Classic Who. So I think I know a little bit about it, and I did like this first episode of the new season. I liked Shooty's season in general. I think it was a bit rushed because he was filming Barbie, but I can't fault him for that. He was a Ken and he was enough. But I think we're gonna have more of him this season, and I'm very excited. So I got a couple of notes. Yes, dutiful note taker. And yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the episode. I think a couple of us were apprehensive with the new companion, just because in the Christmas special, I think a lot of us like really enjoyed the lady from the hotel, maybe even more than Nicholas Clockman character, Joy. Like, it seemed to be surrounded by her, but she wasn't really the focus of the episode. Um, so yeah, a lot of us have thoughts that perhaps this new character, she works at the Time Hotel, so who knows? She might come back as a companion, and I also think a lot of us were kind of sick of Ruby. She's not a bad character, but her story seemed kind of meh. But this first episode, I really like Belinda. So the new character's name, the new companion is named Melinda Chandra. She's a nurse, so that's gonna be interesting. They call themselves the dynamic duo of the doctor and the nurse. Um, this episode, the plot is bonkers, which made me love it. Love a bonkers plot. Basically, when she's in her teens, she has a boyfriend named Alan. The first thing that I thought about Alan was he was kind of a dick. I was like, I do not like this Alan. I hope they don't stay together. But he offers her one of those star certificates, and on the name, instead of putting her name, Belinda Chandra, he puts Miss Melinda Chandra because she's not married yet, and she's like, whatever, dude. We get a time jump from about 16, I think it was 10 years, it might have been 10 years. And she's working as a nurse at the hospital, and we have this just the position that kind of reminds me of the doctor with Martha, the episode with the Sontora, where they were just walking around and they kind of missed each other. Also, the episode with, wow, they do. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they do that in a lot of first companion episodes because they also did that with Donna in the episode where she's a temp. By the way, Donna Nobles, my favorite companion. She's amazing. Um, but yeah, he tries to find her, he can't, so she goes home and she's abducted by robots. And he's like, why the hell would I go with you guys? And they vaporize a cat. So she's like, yeah, never mind. I'll go with you. But regarding the robots and regarding the effects in general, I really like the effects. One thing about Disney money is that the effects are going to be good. Sometimes I look at it and I compare it. Like, if I don't know if you guys remember Plastic Mickey. Actually, I'm not sure if I can talk about Mickey anymore. He did some weird stuff, but um, the actor, not. the character of Mickey. But seeing those effects compared to now, the effects are sleek. It looks like they have a budget of more than £2. Um, but yeah, the only thing that I thought was kind of wonky was the spaceship. But who was outside telling Belinda, "It's gonna be okay, dear"? But Mrs. Flood, I still don't know who Mrs. Flood is, but she's sus. Don't like it. I want to know who she is. Um, what else? The intro was amazing, as always. I really like this new retro intro. I'm very excited by it. Um, we get to the planet. We see this. The planet is called Miss Belinda Chandra, because of course it is. And we see that there are humans in this planet, but they have kind of been subdued by the robots. And we have a character named, wait, let me check her name, Sasha55. Uh, and she says, "We are subdued." And then at the end, she says, "Help me." Um, they go inside and we read something called the AI generator. And he's like, "Well, I'm gonna marry you." And she's like, and Belinda is like, the fuck no? And he's like, "No, I'm gonna marry you because I need power." Uh, so yeah, that's when we meet the doctor. He has disguised himself as the historian, and he realized that the robots can hear every they can't hear the ninth word. So he tells her in code that there's going to be a revolution happening around her, or like a coup. So we have a couple of my brain is not working, so that's always fun for me. We have a couple of the rebels come, and unfortunately, Sasha dies. This is a thing about the Doctor. He used to do this, but I think it's because Shuri is such a good emoter. He was gonna take Sasha into the stars. He gave her the Doctor special, and she died, and he kind of just didn't process it. It like has that beautiful single tear, and then it's just like, okay, let's go. Um, but yeah, they learned that something 10 years ago made the robots have an uprising. We have a couple of humans. There's one human that was kind of hot. His name is Manny. He was like, fuck the queen. I was like, okay, Manny, chill. Yeah. So there was this small machine that was supposed to polish the path that Belinda was walking. And when they teleported, because they teleported to the base, they took the machine with them. Also, I don't think this is gonna be enough. I might have to post a part two to this review. The machine came, and they were like, "Okay, let's turn off this machine to not let the robots know where we are." At the time, I thought it was kind of dumb of Belinda, but Belinda is like, "Oh, people are dying because of me, so I'm just gonna marry the robot." I was like, "Okay, girl, sure." So she turns on the robot, more robots come.